What's up, guys?
On this week's show,
If you die, I die.
Dr. Manhattan's on fucking Mars.
And not today?
All that and more on this episode
Of One Giant Leap for Geeks.
Cue the music.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for
Geeks. Welcome to OG LFG, where we talk about movies, video games, and all things in geek culture. I'm your host, Mike C. Squared. And with me is my co-host, DJ Melly-Mel.
Hey!
Before we get started, I want to let you know, if you enjoy the show, tell some friends about us, share us on social media, whatever you choose to do, just know that you're helping us let others know about the best damn podcast they probably never heard of. Now, if you want to talk to us, the show is on Twitter at GiantLeap4Geeks. You can get a hold of our resident DJ Melly-Mel at Froggy Beaver, and our missing but still loved Benoit is at Benoit Gaming. That's BENWAH Gaming.
If you're like me and around my age, you're a sucker for nostalgia, especially 80s and 90s. I'm talking music, movies, television, games, just pop culture as a whole. So, if you're from mid-Michigan or going to be traveling to the area, I suggest you check out Rewind and Birch Run. Rewind is a vintage-inspired blast from the past with not just cool trinkets and novelty items, but dope gear to rock as well. I'm talking shirts, jackets, caps, and even sneakers. Retro styles to make your inner child smile. Absolutely, positively, definitely check out Rewind. You might even see your boy Benoit copping something old school or shooting the breeze with the owner, Tyler. Rewind is right off of I-75, exit 136 in the Birch Run Premium Outlets, Section E, next to Crocs.
What have you been doing? That was very intense, thank you.
Well, we've had a pretty eventful 2 weeks.
Ooh, yeah, I know, 2 weeks.
2 weeks now.
Yeah, because surprise, surprise, elephant in the room, we weren't here last week.
Francine was here. She was pulling some overtime.
Yeah.
But the rest of us,
Cheap labor.
Hey.
I'm telling you, it's nice.
She even made a phone call to T-Money the other day.
Word?
Yeah.
Okay.
I called him, and apparently he said, I thought I was talking to Francine here, because it sounded like Francine had come all jumbled and crazy.
Nice.
So that was cool.
Okay.
I got new glasses, which you didn't notice.
No, I did not. You know, this is going to sound terrible. I knew there was something different about your face.
But something in this general area.
Something in the faces area, but I couldn't tell what it was, but I liked them.
Thank you.
They're very cute.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
T-Money actually delivered to one of our fans. So
yes.
That was super awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He was out on delivery, and guy, pulled up, and dude had a Marvel shirt on, and T-Money's like, hey, you like superheroes and comics and stuff? And dude's like, yeah.
It's like, hell no.
He's like,
where you're wearing them, but no. All right.
He's like, okay, you should check out my girlfriend's podcast. And dude's like, well, I have one that I listen to religiously, so probably not going to sway me.
Uh-huh.
All right, well, he continued the pizza transaction. All right, have a nice day. And dude's like, wait a minute. So what podcast is your girlfriend on? He's like, well, she's on One Giant Leap for Geeks. And dude stopped, and he's like, oh, wait, that's my podcast. That's my one I listen to. He's like, your girlfriend's on. Oh, that means your girlfriend's. Oh my God, your girlfriend is DJ Melly-Mel. And he got all excited. And he's like, wait, that makes you T-Money. He's like, dude, I finally get to meet you guys. So shout out to our faithful fan in the Saginaw area that got pizza delivered to him by T-Money.
Yeah.
Hit me up on Twitter, and I would like to, shout out to you by name.
Yes, yeah, please, wherever you listen to us on, leave a comment and let us know that it's you, because I was really excited. I was like, that's really cool. Like, my biggest wish for the whole podcast is for people to listen to it and enjoy it. Like,
right.
I do it because I like doing it, but I want people to enjoy it as well.
Right.
So, I mean, by all means, like, anytime anybody, if you like what we're doing, kind of just slide us into them DMs and, just a little compliment here or there. It's nice. It makes us feel good.
Yeah, so I was super geeked out about that. Today I actually tried my hand at making homemade frosting for a cake.
Yep, you were telling me about that.
My sister-in-law's birthday is today, and she had a rough start to her birthday.
Aw.
So I kind of figured, I was like, all right, I'm going to whip her up a cake before I come out here.
Mm-hmm.
So I did. Cake wasn't from scratch, but it come out perfect.
But the icing,
the
though.
frosting, though.
The important part was from
and
scratch.
I looked at the recipe, completely fucked it up, fixed it, and it came out great. Just know
I believe it.
that T-Money, he was like, this is really good frosting. He's like, it kind of tastes like butterscotch. Is that what you're going for? I was like, no.
Yep. It's good
Chocolate
too, ain't it?
hazelnut, but okay.
She's like, yep, whatever you want it to be.
Yep, it was good. Our live studio audience, she's like, I can't really put a flavor on it. I taste multiple flavors and multiple layers. She's like, it's very good. My sister-in-law's girlfriend is like, kind of tastes like pudding, but okay.
Okay, but the important person who it was made for, did she like it?
She hasn't seen it yet.
Oh, okay. Well.
She's actually at school until later.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well,
I
to
hope
be continued.
I hope that she
because I want to
enjoys
know.
it.
She'd be like, everybody liked it, but me, it was weird.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else did we do? Oh, I went and toured a couple houses because you know, T Money and I are looking to move in the vicinity of, you know, a 20-mile span from where we're already at. So we went and looked at a couple houses, and we didn't like either one of them.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, the quest continues.
Okay.
I think that was it. Did we do anything else this week? Last week?
So I don't even know who you are. I don't know why you're asking me shit.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Unless I'm forgetting something because of my old age, but oh, our live studio audience has confirmed I am forgetting something because of
your old age. Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
I'll think about it throughout the show.
Okay. Well, let's see. What?
Oh, I remember.
Sure.
Not yesterday, Monday.
Okay.
Or when the show posts 2 Mondays ago.
Sure.
So we went to Detroit to pick up a friend of the studio audience. And yeah, Detroit's a scary place. I don't really want to go back.
No? You didn't like it?
No. We witnessed a couple of drug deals and a car accident, and the people ran from the car accident, and there was some gunshots, and
so basically it was like the opening to RoboCop.
Yeah,
is what you're
it
saying
was
it was
pretty scary.
Okay, so it's pretty accurate. All right.
Would rather not go back.
Gotcha.
Dropped said friend off yesterday, Monday.
Fucking Stork, if you are listening to this shit, you shut your fucking mouth. I don't want to hear shit. Sidebar, there was an episode of the Besotted Geek podcast where they did a review of RoboCop with some guests, and they just ragged on Detroit for like an hour. It was just talking about how horrible it is and crack houses and all this shit. And I was like, God damn! And then you're
Detroit's a
giving
scary
ammunition
place
for this. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, there we go. Now we've got everything for the week.
All right.
Nope. All right. What about you, Mike? What have you been doing?
What has Mike C Squared done this week or the last 2 weeks? You know, it's been pretty uneventful, to be honest, on my front. I've been slacking. I normally have like fun stories and like all kind of little mishaps and stuff, but nothing major this week. I guess the only thing that I have done worth some kind of note. So, okay. If anyone has been following the podcast for the last few months, you know, you're on my Goku training journey with me. And at this point I've hit a wall. So I'm not losing weight, I'm not gaining weight. I'm just
maintaining
stuck.
weight.
Yes, I'm stuck.
No, you're not stuck. You're maintaining.
Well, I'm trying to get past this point. And so I've hit a wall, and I'm like, I need to get past this. And so what I've been doing is like playing with like my macros, like how much protein I have as opposed to carbohydrates, as opposed to fats, and yada yada. And then I fell down the intermittent fasting rabbit hole for a while, which I'm still doing that. But now I am on the keto diet.
I heard that's really bad.
And for those who don't know, keto is basically you're trying to keep your body in a state of ketosis where your body chooses to burn fat for fuel as opposed to carbohydrates. And in order to do this, you have to consume very little carbohydrates and a whole lot of healthy fats so your body gets used to burning the fat that you eat, so it'll start burning your body fat. And supposedly, coupled with intermittent fasting, this will help increase that, because once you're intermittent fasting after, I think, 12 hours, 18 hours, something like that, you go into, I guess ketosis at that point, and then you start burning fat.
I love how what you've been doing involves dieting and not eating and fasting. What you've been doing involved cake and homemade frosting. Which
I wish ours were flipped, to be honest, because I love all that shit. But the reason I bring it up is because I made something recently because I have a sweet tooth, and that's always been my biggest problem with like maintaining and losing weight is curbing my dessert desire. And so what I did was I found a quote-unquote keto-friendly dessert. There are these things, my children, I'm going to tell you about this. They are called fat bombs, okay? And basically they are low-carb, high-fat desserts, okay? So I made a chocolate chip cookie fat bomb. So basically it's chocolate chip cookie dough and chocolate chips, and then they're dunked in chocolate and then put in the fridge and hardened and all that. Okay.
That sounds way too sweet for me.
It would be if you're eating regular chocolate. This is all dark chocolate.
Okay, I love dark chocolate.
No.
And that still sounds too sweet for me.
Dark chocolate. Okay. So there's like, even in like dark chocolate, there's like a certain amount of sugar and stuff like that in it, because dark cocoa, raw is bitter as shit.
Yeah, it is.
The chocolate chips were 65, I believe, % cocoa powder.
Okay.
And the chocolate that I used to dunk them in, that I had to melt, is 100% cocoa. 100%. It is so fucking bitter. I was just like, this is a dessert? People want to eat this. This is like, it was like terrible. So I had to take some, because I couldn't use sugar. So I had to get like confectioner sugar, which is like Splenda or some stevia or some such bullshit, artificial sweetener. Because if I take sugar, it'll spike my insulin and I'll come out of ketosis. So the whole point is, if you're skinny, stay skinny, and if you're fat, just stay fat. Adding or losing weight is just bad. It is not fun. I don't like this process. I know I've made progress, but I don't like doing it.
Okay, so do you have any of these chocolate things left? I
do. I'll let you try one.
Okay.
I will. But I'll
probably get like one bite and be done.
They are terrible.
Because that sounds
you can try it too.
Awful.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll like it, but I mean, I got used to it after a couple bites, but initially I was just like, holy shit, this is bad.
We'll let the studio audience take the first bite because
it's funny.
She doesn't like biting after people.
Yeah, listeners are probably like, I don't give a fuck about your weight loss journey or any of this bullshit. Like, I thought you were going to talk about fucking Comic-Cons. We getting there. Just breathe.
Calm your tits. It'll be all right.
All right. Moving on.
All right.
Jesus, Master, for not having a lot to say, you take a hell of a long time to say it. And Mel is right for once. Motherfuck Detroit.
We are right after the San Diego Comic-Con weekend, so we had a lot of new stuff come out, like news and updates on shows, movies, comics, which is what Comic-Con is supposed to be about, but no one really talks about the comics in Comic-Con anymore, but whatever.
Nah.
It's comic adjacent. It's like, well, this movie got superheroes in it, and superheroes came from comic books, so that's close enough, right? Like, nah, not really. That being said, though,
we're like playing that game, the 6 Degrees of Separation.
Right. Kevin Bacon. But
our younger listeners might not know what that is.
Maybe not. We'll see.
I think we just dated ourselves again.
Probably. Again, yeah.
We do that a lot.
But this, I don't necessarily think came out of Comic-Con. I saw it before I started seeing anything from Comic-Con. But the trailer for the prequel to the Kingsman series, The Kingsman, came out. And I want to know, before we go into it, have you seen the first two Kingsman movies?
I've seen the trailer for them.
Okay.
I've not actually seen the movie.
Okay.
But they are on T-Money and I's to-watch list.
Okay. So, I will say that the Kingsman's charm kind of wore off on me by the second movie. Like, I didn't really enjoy it. Like, it's loud and dumb, and it's like a James Bond movie on, like, steroids with, like, comedy and shit in it. And it was fine in the first one because it was just enough, but it was still subdued in certain ways to where I was like, I can ride with this. Sure, whatever. Like, these motherfuckers is shooting bullets out of umbrellas and shit, but whatever.
Right,
like,
right.
you know, I'll go with it. Like, whatever. I grew up watching James Bond Jr. cartoon. It's not that big a deal. I can deal with this silly shit. Sidebar, go look up James Bond Jr. It was absurd. Anyway.
That it was.
But by the second movie, I don't know. It's because it's the sequel, and you got to make it bigger and better and more explosions.
And they
all
didn't do that.
And they did. It was just I feel like it lost some kind of balance somewhere in there. So then it got so flamboyant and so bombastic, so to speak, that I don't know. It lost its charm.
Okay. Sidebar, you and Shaggy are the only two people I've ever heard use the word bombastic in a sentence, but I like it.
Fair enough. I'll take it.
I like it.
Shaggy, Scooby-Doo Shaggy? Okay.
The singer Shaggy.
Oh. Bombastic. Oh my god. Okay.
Anyways.
But I don't know. There are things in this that look fun.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like we got a whole new cast. They're not bringing anybody back. It is a prequel, so it's set before that, so it would make sense really to have Eggsy, who was the main character from the original two movies. Or,
unless they were like really young or something. But
yeah, right.
Not sure how far before that this is set.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know. It looks like it's like right after World War One, Two, maybe? I don't know. Because they're fighting in some kind of war at the beginning in the trailer, but I don't know. I mean, I like the cast. I like Ray Fiennes. I don't know who the main character, the young guy, is. I've never seen him in anything. But I mean, some of the fight scenes look like they're kind of fun and inventive. And there's a shot where they're having like a sword fight, and they put the camera like on the handle of the sword.
Yeah.
And there's a point where like Ray Fiennes' character like blocks the sword, and the camera's like on the handle, and they like push the sword like towards him, so it's like you're following the blade going together.
That was kind of interesting.
I mean, it's a little thing, but I was just like, that's kind of fun, whatever. But I think the biggest takeaway for me from this trailer was that Mark Millar is directing this.
Yes, I saw that.
Mark Millar is the writer of the Kingsman comics, and he's not a director; he's a comic book writer.
Right.
And this, as far as I know, is his first directing gig. But he is responsible for such stories as Wanted, with Angelina Jolie and James McAvoy. Kingsman, obviously. Kick-Ass.
Okay.
And I do believe, yes, he wrote the Civil War comic in Marvel Comics when it came out. Not the movie, but the actual comic book, yeah. Oh. So I was like, okay. I was like, I like his storytelling. That. I mean, I don't think everything he touches is gold, but I was like, I like the way he tells stories and stuff. Now, directing, I don't know how that translates, but hopefully well. I don't know.
We'll find out.
But I mean,
perhaps.
Yeah, get ready, kids, because, you know, the prequel you've been dying, I don't think, but somebody wanted is coming, I guess.
Obviously somebody wanted it.
I was like, I don't know, because most people, at least that I've talked to about it, didn't like the second Kingsman movie.
Maybe that's why they gotta try and scramble, you know?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think it made a lot of money either, so I'm like, for them to go like, we're gonna reboot it with a prequel, and I'm like, if you say so, man. Like,
gotta save our money somehow.
It's like, hey, man, it's your money, I guess. Fucking
right.
do what you want with it, man. But yeah, this will be coming out, I believe, later this year in the fall.
Oh, so it's gonna be a quick
turnaround. Yeah.
All
I feel like all the movies that Fox were working on right before Disney bought them, they're just like jettisoning them off now. They're just like, just put it out, just put it out,
just get it out of here.
Just whatever. The mouse owns all this shit now. Just get it out. But anyway, that's all I got for it. Moving on.
All right, quick and simple. I like it.
Mark Miller was set to direct Miracle Park in 2010, but it never came together. Miller also created Old Man Logan, The Ultimate Fantastic Four, and was a major influence on the Avengers film.
I did not think that they could do it. I did not think that these motherfuckers could make me want to see Top Gun 2, but god damn it.
I didn't think we'd ever would get Top Gun 2.
For as limited in ideas as Hollywood is, it didn't surprise me that they were going to bring this back because it's right around that 30-year nostalgia mark. So it's like, oh, it's time to bring it back. It's right now. It's like we've let the berries and shit ferment, and now we can drink it. And why?
Tom Cruise is looking very old.
Yes, that is definitely not the Tom Cruise from the first Top Gun,
No.
but he still looks good for his age, though.
Yeah.
Because you look at who's it? Is it Ed Helms, the actor?
Oh yeah.
That he's talking to, the old general dude.
No, that's what is his
He's
name?
in like a billion fucking movies.
Yeah.
He's in
Apollo 13, and he's in
what's the movie where they're on Alcatraz with Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery?
Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery.
Yes.
You lost me. I don't know.
The Rock. That's the name of the movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
The Rock.
yeah, The Rock.
Yeah, where they break into Alcatraz. He's in Snowpiercer. He's the guy who directs the show and the Truman Show.
He's in everything.
Yeah. Anyway,
90s everything.
Yeah. Well, look at him. And then look at Tom Cruise. Now, granted, I'm pretty sure he's a little bit older than
That's
Tom
true.
Cruise, but I mean, look at how much he aged. Even when he was young, he still looked like this. So I'm like, Tom Cruise is doing pretty good, aging wise. But I mean, it looked interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, not story wise because they don't tell you shit. It's just a teaser. But like all the piloting and shit, like when he's flying like really low to the ground and then he like shoots up into the air. I was like, that's really fucking cool. I don't have any context to what's happening right there, but I'm like, it looked cool.
I thought he was going to flip upside down, keeping up foreign relations.
Maybe.
I think that's kind of what they were like
Maybe.
teasing us with.
Maybe it's something where he's trying to like go into like a base or like a enemy country or whatever, and he has to fly low because he wants to stay off their radar, so he's so close to the ground.
Maybe.
Or
my first thought was that it's a homage back to the original,
probably
because he did that when him and Goose went up.
Yeah,
they'd fly real low and then they'd zoom up and flip upside down.
That's probably all it is. It's just
probably him showing off.
A throwback to that. I mean, it is funny though that they acknowledge in the movie how silly it is for him to still be a fighter pilot. He's like, motherfucker, you should be like a 2-star admiral or some shit by now, which I don't know anything about the military, Navy, and or Air Force, so I'm probably fucking up these titles for these positions, but sue me, I'm sorry. But yeah, he's like, oh, you should be like a 2-star admiral at least by now. He's like, but you're still a captain. And he's like, why is that? And he's like, it's one of life's great mysteries, sir. And I was like, wow, like, at least y'all acknowledge the fact that it's like he wouldn't still be flying planes at this age and this long.
I think they're gonna try to bring back his sass and wit that he had in the original.
Oh yeah, he's still
and
gonna be.
I don't think that they're going to succeed well.
Well,
I can't.
I feel like this whole
he's not
movie's
20 anymore.
No, but I
don't
feel like,
think he's gonna have that.
No, but I think that the whole movie's gonna be about him accepting that he's not still that guy.
Right.
And he has to move on because he has a line where he says to him, you're a dying breed, Maverick. He's like, you're going to be replaced soon, yada, yada. And, okay. They had me the whole trailer. Everything looked cool. Like, I was like, all the nostalgia, seeing the aviators, him riding a motorcycle on the fucking airfield.
See, that was my favorite.
Like, the whole thing, I was with it the whole way. They got the jets flying in like a V formation and shit.
The same jacket.
Yeah, man, they like going down in between the mountain valleys and shit. I was like, this shit is dope as hell. They flipping upside down and all kind of shit. I was like,
what
man,
lost
I'm
you?
ready. The moment that lost me was when he was giving him that speech about how you're a dying breed and you're going to be replacing this, that, and the other. And Tom Cruise is like, you may be right, sir, but not today. I was like, no, he didn't say not today. I'm like, no, not the not today line. Not today is such an overused trope. I mean, so much so to where they even make fun of Captain America for doing it. I think in the first Avengers movie, Loki is like trying to take some dude's eyeball or some shit for Hawkeye so they can get to the Tesseract or something. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen the first Avengers. Anyway, Captain America fights Loki, and Loki's saying something to him about, like, oh, you were born to kneel or something like that. And he's like, not today, Loki. I was just like, oh my God. I was like, he did not do the not today line. So when he does it in the trailer, I'm like, could we had used anything else? Like another phrase of any other kind besides not today? Like, you could have said, I don't know, would you like fries with that? Like any fucking thing. Like, hasta la vista, baby. I don't know. Give me something. Give me a line from a movie. Anything.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Thank you. That. Anything else besides not today. And he was dead serious. I was like, please, when the movie comes out, cut that part. just have him just look at him and then just walk out and not say anything. I would much rather that than to hear him say not today.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, I think they're gonna try to have him have that sass and wit that he's
still gonna be.
They're gonna try to make him Maverick.
Yeah, now he's just a 60-year-old cocky asshole fighter pilot as opposed to a 20-year-old. But
I don't see it. I don't think it's gonna work.
I think just judging off of that little speech, I think this movie's going to be about how drone warfare and shit like that is like the future of...
Oh yeah, they're definitely going to be using drone warfare as part of it.
And I think that's what he means by you're a dying breed, like, fighter pilots are needed no more. Right. We have machines for all this shit. You don't have to actually go up there and do all that, yada yada. We'll see. I don't know. Do you think though they're gonna flash back? Do you think we're gonna get a Goose flashback?
I think so.
You think we'll get at least one?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think we will. Because
they're hitting all the same beats. Like they brought Jennifer Connelly ass in there to be the girl.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna have. They showed some shirtless dude playing volleyball at one point in the trailer, so they got their new Val Kilmer. They're not bringing his big headed ass back. Oh,
that's what happened because he ran his mouth.
What else? They even had a scene where there's a dude playing the piano at the bar, and I was like, God damn it, y'all is just finna just redo the movie again is kind of what I'm worried about.
I think that was supposed to be like a Goose snippet.
Oh, okay, like a flashback?
Like a memory of something, because that was Anthony Edwards playing the piano.
Oh, okay, that's what that really was?
Yeah,
okay.
that was from the
original. Okay.
So I think that it might, at some point in time, he's going to have some kind of a flashback from...
Okay.
Like, when Goose was alive.
OG times.
Yeah.
Pouring out for the homie. But yeah, no, I mean, other than not today... I enjoyed the little bit that we did see. I don't think it might be good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go see it just because, A, I'm a very big Top Gun fan, and B, I never thought that I would actually see a Top Gun sequel.
Oh, no.
Ever.
Oh, no.
I just thought it was one of the...
No, it just took him to be on Mission Impossible, 37 for him to go, we should do another Top Gun. Yeah. This would be good.
I don't know. I really didn't think that we'd get it.
Well,
So,
you did. So
and
be
now we're
fucking
getting
happy.
it.
So be happy.
I am happy.
They made it just for you. They were like, DJ Melly Mel, this is for you, kid. Then he took off in the jet.
You're a dork.
Yeah, he was like, I feel the need for speed.
I was waiting for him to say it when he
That's trailer number 2.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
not gonna give you 2.
Yeah.
They just putting a tip in right now.
Just
Okay,
the tip.
This is a teaser. You just get the tip. You get the shaft later. Okay, right
Sounds
now
about right.
you just get a little taste, a little bit of pre-cum.
Yeah,
That's all you get.
yeah.
That's all you get. Oh,
God, we're gonna be in so much trouble when my mom starts listening to this.
yeah, probably. Sorry.
I'm gonna get a phone call right after it's aired Wednesday mornings, and I'm gonna be like, "Yeah,
Sorry, Mom.
sorry, Mom,
Love you. Smooches.
I have no explanation. Sorry,
Love you bunches. Okay.
Yeah,
Moving on.
The film will star Miles Teller as Goose's son, and Kenny Loggins has confirmed his song Danger Zone will be in the film. They really are checking all the boxes on this one, aren't they?
Have to get my wits about me. My thoughts together. I don't want to sound like a bitch, okay? Because I ain't no punk bitch, but
Mama didn't raise no fool.
right. You know, I'm no punk bitch. You punk bitch. Okay. So I am not even scared.
Okay,
Is not the word.
okay,
Disturbed is probably a
that's
better
fair
word.
enough.
Um,
It's fair enough because I'm
Yeah.
about right there.
yeah, I mean,
I have this, I have this crazy fear, and I'm not afraid at this point of this.
okay.
And-
See, mine is like beyond scared. I'm like past the scared part. Now I'm just like, this is just like disturbing to me. For example, so in the trailer,
Mm-hmm.
there is a scene
Mm-hmm.
where the main kid's brother shows up in like a funhouse room or whatever with the mirrors and all
Right.
that shit. And then you see him and he's like stuck behind the glass and you can't get to him. And then you hear Pennywise, little goofy ass laugh in the background. And then he shows up behind the kid in the other side of the glass. And you see him begin to lick the glass. And then his tongue like drags like past his chin. As
He got
he's
one of them
licking up it.
Snapchat dog filters.
Yes, yes, exactly that. Yes, and that no, there's something disturbing about that. Like, it's not even scary. It disturbs my spirit. I'm not even bullshitting. It disturbs my spirit because the mouth don't work like that. First off, and it shouldn't do things like that. And when you do make it do that thing, it looks weird, and I don't like it.
I mean, Gene Simmons has got a tongue like that, so I'm sure that there's some
That is fair. That
some
is fair.
crazy Pennywise girlfriend or something that's quite enjoying it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. He's y'all eat ass.
In case y'all haven't figured out, we're talking about the new It Chapter
trailer,
2
yes.
trailer.
Mhm.
I have a horrible fear of clowns,
Uh-huh.
but I think, like, I'm past that.
Yeah. You said off mic. You're not afraid of.
I'm not afraid of
of
Pennywise.
You, like, the look
2019, like the
doesn't-
look, it does.
yeah.
It's creepy,
Mhm.
but
Even with like the crazy eye that's like
Yeah.
looking around the corner, that don't bother you.
No.
neither? That's okay.
but clowns in general and original, like the original Pennywise.
Oh, you're talking about what's my boy from Rocky Horror Picture Show in Congo?
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry's, Pennywise. Yes. So you don't like the Tim Curry Pennywise?
No, he creeps me the hell out. Like that kind of clown, I have this resignating fear of. Pennywise, current 2019 Pennywise, not doing it for me.
Okay.
So I think now that I've seen the trailer for both It and It Chapter 2,
Mhm.
and I've faced Pennywise, and I'm not afraid of him, that I'm going to go back and watch It and It Chapter 2, current 2019-ish,
Mhm.
and I think it's just going to end up being one of those creepy movies.
I think this will be our Halloween for this year.
Yeah.
You know, everybody seemed to really like the Halloween movie from last year, and I think this will be this year's Halloween, because I can't think of anything else that's coming out horror-wise.
There's rumor of
has
another
hype.
Halloween.
Oh, yeah, no, they're making another one. Matter of
But
fact,
it's-
they did some kind of update at Comic-Con about it, but I didn't catch what it was.
We'll have to find out for next week.
Yeah, but no, this is going to be good. Like, we got to see a little bit more of the adult versions of the kids this time. I really think that they did good choices with the actors that they picked. Not only do they look similar enough to the kids where you can believe that, like, yeah, I can see that person growing into this person, sure.
Right.
The black kid, though, they did him dirty. Like, the adult version of him, he got the same haircut and everything. I'm pretty sure he wearing the same clothes as he was in the first movie. I'm like, you're not going to change him at all? Like, no? All right, fuck him. But no, I can believe that these people grew into be their adult counterparts. And I just like the actors that they chose. Like, I like Jessica Chastain. I like James McAvoy. I even like the goofy comedic one. I'm blanking on his name. But he's the one with the glasses. Bill Hader.
Yeah.
I even like him. And I know the story. I've seen the original movie. I've never read the book, but I've seen the Tim Curry movie, so I know how this all plays out. But I know that they're sticking closer to the book this time than the show did.
Okay.
So there's going to be some elements of it that I haven't seen before, or just seen maybe in a different way. And also, I'm just interested to see how this director is going to come at it, because just the way, like, his visual style is so unique, and because, like, again, with the looking up the glass thing, like, that is just creepy. Like,
it's all pedophilic and
and it's just like the way it's shot is what makes it so, like, scary. And then there's the part where Pennywise, I don't know if someone's turning into Pennywise or Pennywise is in a disguise or something. But he's like, the makeup's coming off his face and shit. He's like, and I was like, oh,
that was kind of creepy.
You know, like the scratches start appearing in his face where the lines go.
I have a feeling that because if you remember the first Chapter 2 trailer that we got, it was the girl and she was in the old lady's house and talking about the circus and, oh, my dad was in the circus and then he's like running around naked and I'm pretty sure that that's Pennywise.
Oh, yeah,
Like in a disguise kind of thing.
Right, or he has like somebody possessed.
Yeah. So that could be what we're seeing the after effect of. Like when he comes running at her naked.
Right.
We're going to...
Oh, it's like the scene in 89 Batman. Brought it up again. 10 points for Mike. So when Vicky Vale throws the water into Jack Nicholson's face and then it all comes off, and he's like, boo! Yeah.
Kind of what it reminded me of.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure. There was another shot, though, that I thought was really creepy. When he's coming into, like, the fair or whatever... And he's, like, floating, but he's, like, holding, like, all the balloons and shit.
Yeah.
And he's just floating. I'm like, that. I don't know why, but that's creepy. Just
Didn't
to see
he do
a clown.
that in the first one?
He fucked with balloons a lot, but he didn't, like, use them to float around. Not that I know of, yeah. I mean, he had them all the time, but... Or, like, when the one guy's, like, freaking out, and you can, like... I think he's in prison or somewhere, you can see the balloon outside the window, like, following. He's trying to, like, get people to look at it, but they won't. Like, all that stuff was really cool.
See, I have to go back and watch it, the first one.
You need to watch
and then
the show, the first movie,
think
read
that
the book, write me a paper on it.
I probably won't be reading the book, but I think that I want to attempt to go back and watch the original It.
Yeah.
Just so that I can kind of get some comparison context.
Yeah, and I keep saying the show. It was a TV movie. I think it was just like a 2-part TV movie.
Yeah,
or whatever,
well, I mean... It
was like 30 hours long or some shit.
Brittany has it on DVD. So
nice.
I can probably just get it from her.
Yeah. It hasn't aged well, though. There's a lot of shit in it where it's like, this looks bad. But I mean, it's still a good movie though.
Yeah. I'll have to try to.
Yeah, but Pennywise,
Muster
he
through.
want his money. He ain't fucking with y'all no more. He sound pissed the fuck off. He's like, I've been waiting for 27 years to fuck y'all kids up, and I'm finna eat your asshole out, like, and not in a good way, like death.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
With them big monster teeth and that fucking
Kiss tongue.
like right Gene Simmons tongue. I'm finna eat your whole asshole out. Just
eyes, spleen,
right, exactly. Or that venom tongue. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Oh man. But if there's any takeaway I can say from this, I don't know if Warner Brothers is going to be able to just make this and be like, okay, we're done, we're good, because the hype around this movie is real.
I don't know if it'll conclude.
And there is no more story to this as far as I know, unless he wrote some other side book or some shit.
I don't think
this is it. So either they finna just have to be like, you know what, we just got to take this as a win and just walk away from this, or you finna get a new It book and or sequel to this movie, because I promise you, this making them a bunch of money. They gonna be like, man, we ain't finna let this shit.
Right.
This finna be our Insidious, bitch. Like Annabelle and all that bullshit. This, we got that right here, all in one package. Ghosts, clowns, dolls, balloons, circus shit, all that. Whatever you're afraid of, we got it right here. You don't need, come on, Uncle Pennywise, come here. Come here.
That didn't sound creepy at all.
Oh. Just let me put tip in. Just
oh my god.
Oh, like, no, Pennywise, no. Oh, but anyway, I'm really excited for It Chapter 2. This is probably my most looking forward to movie of this fall. If that sentence made any sense.
I think it's the only movie that's really coming out this fall that I don't know. I mean,
I can't think of anything else.
Everything else seems to be coming out either the end of the summer or like Christmas.
Yep. You're right.
Or early 2020. We're not getting anything this fall except for It Chapter 2.
That's all we need, to be honest. I mean, that's all I need. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Moving on.
Master, perhaps a better word for what you're feeling, is haunted. Also, I'm surprised Mel finds the Tim Curry version scarier than the current Pennywise.
I haven't slept in 7 years, been racing my gears, can't dream my fantasy, run free on TV. You have, I have. Why can't we agree? We fight inside your broken head.
It's that time again for America's #1 show, Dumb Shit of the Week. That's right, Dumb Shit of the Week is a show where DJ Melly Mel finds dumb shit and we talk about it. Want your submission on the show? Find us on Twitter at GiantLeap4Geeks, or you can email us at officialoglfg@gmail.com. Now here's your host, DJ Melly Mel.
Thank you. All right, so not last week, but the week prior.
We weren't here last week.
The week prior, I was kind of disappointed in myself, and I got some submissions from fans that they were quite disappointed in the dumb shit because I did not step up my game and I did not find a dumb shit. Now, 2 weeks later, fast forward, we have a plethora of dumb shit this week.
To be fair to DJ Melly Mel made it a point to say that we did not have dumb shit, but then in the editing process, when I got to that part, I was like, I am just cutting this whole bit because I'm like, why am I going to sit through here and edit this together if we're not even actually going to talk about anything?
Yeah.
So on to her credit, she did, come with an apology and an explanation, and I just jettisoned the whole thing. So
yeah,
that's my bad.
It's all right. I mean, it wasn't a lot of hate. It was just like, oh, I missed out on dumb shit this week. And
bitch, where that?
And, yeah. Okay, so since we have a dumb shit this week.
Yes, I'm excited.
I'm sure all of you have heard by now about the girl in Texas, who was licking ice cream.
Oh, and putting it back?
And putting it back.
Yes, okay. Yeah, it became a challenge?
It took a while for me to figure out what was going on. Then I saw it, then I went back.
You know what? I think a good rule of thumb from here until we die is to just assume anytime somebody does something stupid, it's probably a challenge.
Yep. It started because she thought it'd be funny. So this girl opened a thing of Bluebell ice cream, and Bluebell's like Texas specific. It's okay ice cream.
Sure.
Probably going to get a lot of hate from our Texas fans. Be like,
said,
shut your mouth.
All right. Shut your whore mouth.
Be like Stewie from the Family Guy. Silence! Yep. Okay, so the strange phenomenon of young people licking ice cream.
Oh, that's a phenomenon.
Oh,
now.
yeah,
like,
it's a phenomenon. Because it has went
So-
from just ice cream to now they're spitting back into mouthwash. So they're taking a thing of mouthwash, taking a swig, spitting it.
Who are you
Swishing
fooling
it.
with this shit, though? Once I see that seal broke, I'm not touching that shit.
No. And then also,
You know,
into
this
tea.
is why, specifically, why they made these, like, if broken, don't use seals. Not because of that, but because some asshole had tainted some medicine or some shit and people were dying from it. So it's like, I don't even, okay.
It's now stretched to tea. They're poking a small hole in, like, a jug of tea and sucking some out and then spitting it back in there.
How do you spit it back in with the hole?
Like,
Just put your mouth and just hope that it goes
no,
back
you
in there?
put a straw in there.
Oh,
They're-
so now
they're
it's just
using-
leaking out at that point,
No,
though.
they're using, like, the coffee stir sticks that are really tiny.
Sure.
They're poking a hole in there and then sucking some out and then spitting it back through the
Oh.
coffee stir stick.
Y'all need your ass beat, man.
But
I hate
in case
people.
you guys are tempted by this, just a little tidbit. Copycats have followed the infamous ice cream liquor. Before we could realize it, people were swishing mouthwash, drinking tea, and spitting them back into their bottles, all in the name of fame. While it's easy to brush off that these pranks are just disgusting, asinine acts, it's curious as to why so many people are taking part. Of course, there's the obvious, purely for art. Basically, YOLO. A YOLO mentality. But what you don't know is that you could partake in these actions and then go to jail. So, in case you didn't know, if you tamper with things at grocery stores, if you decide to lick food,
Is that a felony?
I believe
Or-
it's a misdemeanor.
Yeah, probably misdemeanor. Can we up that charge to felony? Like, put these motherfuckers in prison. So what you in here for?
Most of these are
Spit
happening
some
at
mouthwash
Walmart.
Back into the
Right.
bottle. He's like, what you in here for? I killed my parents. Like, oh, okay. I'm glad we're cellmates. That seems
Yeah, most
appropriate.
of this is happening at Walmart, by the way.
Of course it's happening at Walmart.
Yeah. So you can actually get charged some hefty, I don't know, it might be a
Fees,
felony.
yeah.
It might be a felony
I
because
hope it
it's
is.
technically endangering public welfare.
I hope you get shot on sight.
Well, maybe in
Yep.
Texas, they take that Bluebell ice cream very
Hell
seriously.
yeah, stand your ground. Shoot shit out these motherfuckers.
Yeah. So it's jail time and, you know, fines, and if you think it's going to be funny and you are caught, you will be punished.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know.
Well, I mean, you know, yeah. No, yeah. I was trying to find a way that you could, a scenario where you could justify doing that, but no.
No, you can't.
No.
And the original girl that did that, she claims that she went back and she bought that ice
She
cream.
didn't buy that shit.
But you really can't. How are you going to stop somebody from picking it up unless you just film it and you like, all right, cut, and then you just grab it back. But
that's the thing though. Don't even the ice cream, don't it have the seal thing around it?
not. Some of them do and some of them don't.
Oh.
Bluebell does not.
Nope.
Bluebell just has a cardboard
That's-
ring and it suctions down
Okay.
onto the bucket.
Container, yeah.
Yeah. And so when you pop it off, there's no seal, there's no protection.
That's probably why she did that shit. Or picked that
Probably.
brand specifically.
Oh, probably.
She's like, yeah, they won't never know.
Yeah.
Till they see my tongue imprint and they fucking ice cream when they go to eat it for the first time.
I've seen everything from, okay, we're going to lick ice cream, to now we're going to take a finger and like scoop out a finger of ice cream. I saw a meme where somebody had their dick imprinted in some ice cream.
Oh, I was
like,
just going to say that. I was like, just put your dick in it. Like,
people
why
are
not?
taking this way too serious, and they think it's funny. Oh, nobody's going to know when you get home. Bam, dick imprint. You can go to jail for that shit.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
man.
but...
Oh, man. I mean, shit, if you got good enough lawyers, y'all trump that shit up to rape. Like, that motherfucker violated me.
You can technically go...
Why can't we come up with a challenge that's going to benefit society?
Because that's...
Why can't we come up with, like, a donate your next paycheck to the homeless challenge? Or, I don't know, suck your boyfriend dick while he's sleeping and wake him up in the morning challenge.
That kind of crosses some murky lines there.
Well, I said your boyfriend.
Still.
I'll say, look, do it.
Date rape is still a thing.
Look, man, he ain't gonna say shit. I promise. I promise you.
I would say, be very careful with what you're about to say.
I promise you, if you are of any sexual orientation, you start giving your significant other fellatio to wake them up in the morning, they will not be mad at you. And I dare anybody to say different. I dare you. Tell me I'm wrong. If T-Money was face deep in your mouth and you woke up, would you be like, why you all on me like that? I'm mad.
Me personally, no.
All right, then.
Some people, yes.
Who gets mad at that?
The people who their significant others assume that it is okay just to go at it whenever they're ready.
Okay, look, I get, like, not wanting to be penetrated necessarily, unwantingly in the middle of the night. But, I mean, put his tongue in your booty hole a couple times and wake you up like, oh, hey, how you doing?
Again, me personally, no. But I do know some people that if you wake them up and they're not in the mood and they're not ready for it, they'll be like, okay, get off me. No, I'm just going to keep going for it. So,
well, women suck, man. Y'all got too many.
Not necessarily women.
Man, look,
guys too.
That dude, whoever you talking about, need their dick cut off and donated it to somebody else who can use it better. Because it's like, if you complain about, okay, better challenge. All right.
You were on a roll there with, donate your paycheck to the homeless.
Yeah, but that ain't benefiting me, though. I'm trying to get something I can get out of this.
You get the just of helping somebody.
Or I don't know. Maybe we can do the...
Maybe we could just start small and be like, next time you in the drive-through line, pay for the person behind you's meal.
Oh, I hate when people do that shit. It makes me feel so awkward because I don't want to pay for the person behind me's food. So when they say, oh, the person ahead of you pay for it, I'm like, okay, thanks, bye, and just drive off. I'm like, I'm not paying for these next motherfuckers' food.
Yeah,
they have like 30 orders behind me. I don't know. They could be getting food for the office for all I know. I don't know.
I can't say that I've actually paid it forward like that. I've always wanted to. But typically I'll be like, what's the total of their order? Oh, yeah.
If it was more than what mine was going to be, hell no.
I'll be like, I got $6 and change. You
I'll
really
pay for
want me
part
to
of their
do
meal,
that?
shit. Whatever this will get me, shit. Or get them, I guess. So yeah, they gave us they change going toward your meal, so you're welcome.
I mean, that's better than nothing.
I guess. Okay. How do we start this? Oh, licking ice cream. Okay. I'm like, how do we get here?
Yeah, so don't lick foods and then put them back. If you're going to buy them, I guess lick them when you get home, but don't lick other people's foods if you're not buying them. It will give you jail time and or a fine. Y'all motherfuckers can't afford that. So
nope.
Just say no, kids. Yeah, don't be stupid. Public service announcement. If I buy anything and any of you motherfuckers have licked it, spit back into it, rubbed your ass on it, I will find you. And I will hunt you down.
I don't have much.
I will
but
be.
I do have.
Yeah, I will be like Liam Neeson and I will hunt you down and it ain't gonna be pretty.
Yeah. But I got this ice cream scoop. And I'm going to scoop it right in your ass. Or, I got another one. Okay, new challenge.
Okay.
All right, hear me out.
Okay.
find the bully from your high school and beat their ass.
No.
That's the new challenge.
No.
That's the new challenge.
No.
Fight your bully. That is the new challenge. Kids, do
No.
it. Get on Instagram.
No.
At
You
me.
are going to start some shit.
And go
No.
fuck their ass up for all the shit they put. Remember that time they put Gay Swirly in the toilet?
One Giant Leap for Geeks does not condone violence of any kind towards anybody, even if you think that they deserve it.
No. Remember when Steve put you in the locker? Remember that one time they made you eat out the dumpster? Remember that time where they teabagged you in the locker room?
Comments and expressions
Yeah.
are the opinion of MC Squared and MC Squared
Nope,
only. They do
nope.
not reflect the values or opinions from One Giant Leap for Geeks or its live studio audience.
This is my running platform.
Oh my
Mike C. Square for president 2020. Fuck they ass up. That's my slogan.
How about we just like buy an extra turkey and take it to your neighbor for Thanksgiving? Or
No, I feel you'll get more visceral pleasure out of beating up your high school bully.
no, I would not.
Or
I
beat
would-
up your friend's high school bully, because your friend is probably too afraid to do it themselves. So then you go beat up their bully. They beat up your bully. Everybody wins.
No,
Boom.
no.
Yeah.
I feel like I would feel more rewarded if I bought an extra turkey and gave it to my neighbor, or if I like.
Remember that time he pantsed you in gym class? Remember that? Beat
Honestly,
his
I
ass.
can't even remember the names of the people that bullied me in school because
I got a list.
They were that irrelevant. Oh my god, you're the guy from Billy Madison. You're like,
look, I
I'm
got
glad
a
I
list.
called that guy.
Look. Fucking they ass. Oh.
Yeah, I really don't. I don't remember their names. I barely remember their faces.
I didn't really get bullied all like that. Not in like a traditional bullying
I
sense.
did.
Yeah.
I
mean,
did.
I had like a certain group of people who would like make fun of me and shit, but it was never like, oh, we put his head in the toilet or, push him down some stairs or, I don't know, we
Let's
made
see,
him suck our dicks and shit.
Yeah, no, never was sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
Did get shoved into some lockers, but thankfully we had really skinny lockers and I was a big girl, so I couldn't fit in the locker.
I got you.
I just got pushed into the locker.
Oh, okay.
I got my chair pulled out from underneath me quite a few times.
Yeah.
I got, the laughing and snickering as I walked up the hallway. And, yeah.
So, if we beat your bully up, you'll feel better about all that stuff,
No,
see?
I won't,
I'm gonna
because I've
sell it
already
on it. Just give me
passed
some time.
all that.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, I could see the tears
No.
welling up in your eyes when you were talking about it. He was like, they used to snicker at me in the hallway.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
No, I got past all that. I was better than all that.
Yeah. Okay.
And now look at me. I'm got a good man in my life.
Yep.
And
Hashtag be the bully.
I'm
fuck,
on a
fuck what she talking about.
podcast,
Uh-huh,
and
I'm telling you, we're gonna start the hashtag.
got
be the
plans
bully.
and goals, and we just gonna cut this now because
But your bullies, they need
fuck the bullies.
I know, fuck them up. Yeah, thank
I
you.
didn't say fuck them up. I said fuck them. Just leave them be.
Oh, okay.
Like,
fair enough. Whatever.
yeah.
Okay, I'll leave it alone.
All right. Thank you. Sheesh. So, word to the wise, public service announcement: do not lick anything in a store. Do not lick anything at your job if you work in a fast food restaurant. And I swear to God, I get anything with some saliva on it, because that was something that spawned from this was dude licking a shell or a sleeve of taco shells at Taco Bell, and I was like, no. It's like the dude nutting on the McChickens a couple years back. Do you remember that?
No. Oh.
Oh, you didn't hear about that.
I fucking love McChicken too.
Okay,
He said
well,
extra mayo.
Yeah, basically, this lady got a McChicken that had extra special sauce,
Whoa.
and she got herpes from it.
Whoa. Wait. This is my thing.
She claimed she knew what it tasted like because she would give her boyfriend
McChicken
blowjobs.
blowjobs? What the fuck? Okay, this is okay. Because I remember there was a story about a dude who jacked off with a McChicken. I remember that. This is clearly a separate incident.
Yeah.
But my thing is, what are you thinking about when you're masturbating into a sandwich? like what is getting you to that point to get you to come?
I would say, I don't know, dude. I was talking about he opened like the package of buns, and he thought it would be funny if somebody ate his cum, and so he jacked off onto all the buns.
Right, that's what I'm saying, though. What was he thinking about while he was jacking off to get him to come?
I'm sure
you're just staring at buns and shit.
No,
just like,
I'm sure
that's getting me there.
It wasn't bun related. Well, it might have been.
That is such a
booty bun
awkward
related.
thing. It's like, even if I was thinking about the best porn I've ever seen, I don't think I could come over some sandwiches. Like, that's
I don't
weird.
think that I could.
I don't think my dick would stay hard
I
long
would
enough
say
to do that.
I'm
like,
not
what?
somebody where work sex is appealing at all.
Yeah,
That-
but you deal with like.
Even
people,
before I worked with
okay.
elderly people, like
No, you don't go do a quickie in the stock room or some shit.
no, there's nothing about that appeals to me. I mean, T Money got his in the cooler once with some chick.
I was gonna say, I'm like, shit. That's look.
I'm sure you got that back room at work.
The best pussy is work pussy.
No,
it's not. That's not true.
No. I'm just something about doing it at work does not appeal to me.
And again, we got here from licking ice cream.
I
just want to make sure we all know how we got to this place. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The dumb shit of the week is don't lick the ice cream, don't lick the taco shells, don't jack off in anything. Basically, don't put your bodily fluids on anything that I'm going to consume.
And apparently, don't beat up your bullies. I guess.
No.
You beat up your friend's bully.
Oh my God. Violence does not equal better violence.
Okay.
And satisfaction.
Pay someone else to beat up someone's bully. That
Anyways, moving on. Get past the bullies, please. But that's the dumb shit this week. If you guys can kind of muddle through all of that sidebar and you can get the main point of this, please take word, take the public service announcement. Don't be stupid. If you would like to send me a dumb shit submission, you can either send it to the show at officialoglfg@gmail.com, or you can send it to my Twitter at FroggyBeaver. I guess you could send it to the show's Twitter at GiantLeap4Geeks. It goes a little faster if it comes directly to me. I'm going to reiterate, we do not talk about beating up people's bullies. We do not condone beating up people's bullies. We do not condone beating people up, despite what our lovely host and our studio audience would like to advertise. Yeah, so if you want to be part of my dumb shit process, then have at it. And if not, then I'm sure I'll bring you something more dumb shit next week. All right, thanks, guys.
I just want to state that you two spent a shockingly little amount of time talking about the ice cream challenge, and more about fighting bullies and eating ass. Just saying.
So I'm really excited to see what HBO is going to be doing with the Watchmen property, so to speak. Have you ever seen the Watchmen movie?
Yes.
Blue dude, naked, dick flapping around the whole movie?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Guy, the Rorschach guy.
Yes. Rorschach is awesome. So I've read the graphic novel. I've watched the movie a bunch. I think I own like the extended version too. And I want to be excited for this for a few reasons, because I want to see the ongoing stories of these characters, or just of this world, because I like what they established with. Watchmen was one of the rare superhero stories where they were like, what if superheroes were real and they were fucking crazy? like so that kind of took me over the edge of like, okay, like I've seen a bunch of
before Suicide Squad, y'all.
Yes. This is one of the few stories where they were like, well, what if superheroes are real that I actually enjoy? Because usually when they do that, it's like, yeah, but it's still comic booky and shit.
Right.
With this, it was like some of these motherfuckers got like anxiety and PTSD, and some of them are fucking murderers and rapists and shit who rape other superheroes because they're fucked up in the head. I mean, others are so powerful that they become detached from what it's like to even be human and stop caring about humanity altogether. It was a lot of interesting things that they put into that story. And, you know, say what you will about Alan Moore, but, that is like his magnum opus masterpiece, in my opinion. That being said, Zack Snyder took a swing at it. The movie is not the greatest thing ever, but it is also not the worst thing ever. The Watchmen movie is actually pretty decent.
Yeah, it is.
Going into this, I didn't know really much anything about what was going to be happening with the show, but the first trailer they showed didn't show a whole lot. This one kind of expands on what they did show. This looks like it takes place after the events of the original Watchmen story.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long after, but we do know that Dr. Manhattan has left the planet. He's on Mars. We know that Adrian Veidt is dead. There's a newspaper that somebody's reading and it says Veidt officially dead or something like that. I don't think Nixon is still president. He might be, though. I don't know. Because we don't know how long after.
Right.
And then someone has picked up the Rorschach mantle, and now there's like a cult of Rorschachs in this world who are going after the police and shit. Because the way it seems, like, by the end of the Watchmen story, after Adrian makes the plan to blow up New York and shit and kill all these people to try and stop World War III, they keep it a secret because the world is at peace now, because they think either if you go off the movie, Dr. Manhattan did it, or if you go off the comic, an alien did it. That wasn't Dr. Manhattan. That being said, this takes place after that, and Rorschach's journal that was released came out, and he told everybody the truth about what happened, and it seems like that's what that cult is, that they're a group of people who found out the truth about the whole doomsday thing, and now they're pissed off, so they're going after the police.
Sounds about right.
And in retaliation to this, the police who feel threatened and not safe, now they are wearing masks as well. Because there's an FBI agent at one point in the trailer. She says, "Do you know the difference between a masked vigilante and a masked cop?" And she's like, "No." And she's like, "Me neither." So it's like it's graying and blurring the lines a lot more. And I'm really interested to see what the central conflict to this one's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
They got my boy in this.
He's your boy, but you can't
I
remember
know, I
his
want to
name.
call him Alan Rickman, but no. He plays Alan Rickman's brother from the first Die Hard and Die Hard 3. He was Alfred in Batman vs. Superman recently. He's Scar in The Lion King. Why am I blanking on his name so hard? I can't think of anybody's name tonight.
Jeremy Irons?
Jeremy Irons, thank you. Yes, Jeremy Irons.
Wow.
Yes. I know, sad. Take my card. Jeremy Irons, I am almost 110% sure he's playing Adrian Veidt, but they say he's dead, or maybe people think he's dead, or maybe it's a flashback. Who knows?
Could be like a memory thing,
Yeah.
but they still got him to play that. That'd be kind of cool.
They got my new favorite actor from the Netflix episode Striking Vipers, the best friend who turns into an Asian woman in a video game and fucks Anthony Mackie. He is the husband, which he probably dies. I'm pretty sure, because when the Rorschach people break into their house, it's like Christmas or something, I think. I'm pretty sure they kill the husband. I think that's why the wife's going out fucking people up. She mad
That
as
would
hell.
make sense.
And surprisingly, they put Dr. Manhattan in the trailer.
I saw that.
And I was like, oh shit, because there's one point I thought he was
Maybe
in the
he's
trailer
coming
earlier.
back.
Yeah, there was one point where I thought he was in it where it's like a parade or a festival or something, and but it's like a paper mache Dr. Manhattan. And I was like, oh, okay, I had to go back and watch it again, because I was like, that's weird. They do show him on Mars. It looked like they blew up his castle or something on Mars.
Yeah.
Or something, like they shot a missile at it or something, which was like, why are you fucking with him? Just leave him the fuck alone. Like, don't bring that shit back down here. But they, at the very, very end of the trailer, you see a guy walk up and you see his shoes and he's in a suit and there's a Dr. Manhattan mask on the ground, and then you see him reach down and he picks it up and his hand is blue, and I was like, oh shit! But he's not glowing, which I don't like that, because he's supposed to glow.
Maybe he's found a way to turn it off.
Yeah, well, he can control it. Yeah, because I remember in the comic and in the movie, they talk about like, oh, this blue is too bright for television or something like that, so he makes himself not glow, and he's like, is that better? And they're like, yeah, no, that works. That being said, I mean, if you can't tell, I'm a big nerd for fucking the Watchmen story, so I just want them to do it justice. Like, if you're going to continue the story, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. They already did a prequel to it, and they've kind of did some continuations of it in the DC comics lately, but I just want them to do this justice. But this is, I can promise you, this is going to be the show that they pitch. Like, hey, we don't got Game of Thrones on HBO no more, but we got this Watchmen shit. Like, this is going to be their net that they're casting for all the Game of Thrones
their
people.
Crown jewel that, hey,
There you go.
Come on in. This is what we got.
It's like, we got this Watchmen dick now. Come on, it's good. But
If you like Game of Thrones, you'll love The Watchmen.
right, which I'm like, I don't know if you can make that leap. I mean, yeah, there's intrigue and sex and death and all that, but it's not the same thing though at all.
Yeah, because Game of Thrones does not have me at all.
yeah.
Watchmen.
I've always wanted to watch it, but never
Watchmen might.
did. Yeah, well, it's some superhero shit. You gonna watch it just because.
Because
Like,
it's some
yeah, whatever.
superhero shit.
Yeah, it's like they got fake ass Batman and it's close enough. Whatever. But yeah, no, this is gonna be coming soon, so I am definitely looking forward to this. I'm like, I need a show to watch now that I've just finished up Stranger Things. So be good, hopefully.
Oh, goody. I need another show to watch on Netflix.
Yeah, but it's gonna be on HBO though. So
Oh,
don't worry.
okay.
Yeah, and it's probably gonna come out week to week, so you can't binge it probably anyway, unless they put it on their app or something. If it comes straight to that, who knows? Anyway, I'm just rambling now. Okay, moving on.
Since the Watchmen series is on HBO, should we start taking bets on whether we will see some Dr. Manhattan Man meet?
I wish I could know about you all and bury your colors in me. I'd like to repoint bricks in my wall, 'cause nothing is free.
This show, Mel, actually is on Netflix.
Yes.
So, The Witcher, from what I knew, was a game. Okay, I have no prior experience with this property. I've not read the books. I didn't even know it was the game was based off books until they said it in the trailer for the show. I was
Right.
like, oh, that's a thing. It's like, based off the best-selling book series. And I'm like, really?
How many best-selling book series do they have? Because they say everything's based off a best-selling book series.
Don't nobody read books no more, so if you can sell more than 3 copies, it's best-selling, all right? It's like, hey, you sold 10? Shit, hell yeah, #1, New York Times bestseller. I just feel like they're making it a point to go out of their way to not acknowledge the fact that this was a game.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, no, it's based off the book, the book series. And it's like, shut, y'all made this shit because the game's popular. Like, don't give me that bullshit.
No, it is a book.
Yeah, which the games are very popular. A lot of people really like them. They get good reviews and stuff.
I was saying I never actually heard of it until this trailer come out.
Yeah, it's
So-
some magic sword and sorcery shit. You know, whatever.
This would be the thing. If you like Game of Thrones,
Yeah, exactly.
now you like The Witcher.
Exactly. And that's what Netflix is doing. They like, hey, look, HBO done fucked up. We got that new hotness over here. Like, come on. He's like, old and busted.
New hotness. Yeah.
So, I mean,
I don't know. It doesn't look like something I would watch.
Yeah. But to your point, you're right. I even put in my notes that this looks like a Game of Thrones contender. Like, this is the thing that Netflix is going to put out and say, this is our Game of Thrones. Come get it.
I could see that.
Now, our boy, Mr. Uncanny Valley upper lip himself, Henry Cavill, is going to be playing Geralt, I think is how you say his name. I'm not
I
sure.
don't know. I thought that was him I saw in that damn trailer.
Yeah, but we might finally get a chance to see Henry Cavill carry a good leading role, maybe, finally.
If he's doing this, does that mean he's no longer doing Superman?
Oh, fuck, look. I have washed my hands of the DCEU. I'm like, I don't know what y'all doing no more. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. It's like they just keep throwing shit at the wall. Whatever sticks, that's what we're doing. It's like, hey, we're gonna make a Man of Steel movie. We're gonna reboot Superman, make him dark. Okay, people didn't really like that. Okay, well, throw Batman in it. Okay, well, people don't like that. Okay, well, Marvel's doing good. Let's make an Avengers movie. Let's make Justice League. Okay, people don't like that. Well, what about the Suicide Squad? Okay, people don't like that. We got a Joker origin movie. Okay, people might like that. We're still yet to see.
Not from what I see online.
Right. We did that Wonder Woman. Oh, people like that. Okay, good. Make another one of them. Aquaman. Oh, you like that too? Okay, make another one of them. So it's like, they just gonna keep just throwing shit, and it's like, hey, whatever y'all give them money for, that's what they gonna just keep making. Which, I mean, it is smart business-wise, but creatively, I just feel like it's empty. It's like, we're not making this because we have a vision or because we have a plan. It's just, we're just going to make shit until you say yes. And then we're just going to keep making more of that.
Yep.
Because we know what happened with Ben Affleck and the Batman fiasco. That was a whole drawn out thing for like ever and ever. And it was all dumb bullshit. And Superman is probably going to be the same way. I don't think Henry Cavill is going to play Superman anymore. I don't think
I'm good with that.
he wants to play Superman anymore. I think he does, but I just don't think that.
I don't want him as Superman
Yeah,
anymore.
I was going to say, I'm like, I don't think the studio wants him to do it. I don't think audiences really want him to do it. But I don't know. I just think he looks weird with a gray mullet. And,
Everybody looks weird with a mullet.
Yeah, well, it's not a mullet. His hair is just slicked back, but he just looks weird with the gray hair. He does. You know who he reminds me of? Fucking Raiden from Mortal Kombat. Like, that's what I think of.
Yes, he does.
But this does look like they spent some money on it. So, I mean, hopefully it turns out well. Like, the special effects looked cool with the magic and the creatures and shit. Like, the fights looked fun. I'm like, okay, all right. It looks like it will have a decent ensemble cast, like not necessarily the actors themselves, because I don't know a lot of these people,
Right.
but it looks like they actually have a world built, and it's not just watch Superman with the ponytail go kill monsters and shit with a sword. Like, all right.
You know what's funny is I like movies that have
Big butts and you cannot lie.
well, you know, the Mother Brothers can't deny.
Uh-huh.
But I like Greek myth movies.
Okay.
I'm very heavy into Greek mythology and stuff like that. But I don't necessarily like the whole magic and dragons and
Sure, that part of it, yeah. Now, do you you would probably like a God of War movie then?
Yeah.
Like Kratos
Oh yeah.
fighting Zeus and all
I'd be
that kind of
definitely
shit?
down for a God of War movie. T-Money and I have talked about it extensively.
He was like, why are you not making that? Like,
Right.
You need to replace Game of Thrones. Do that. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, and you know, he'll actually sit and play God of War, and I don't like to sit and watch people play video games. I'm usually on my phone or I'm doing something else. But when he sits and he plays God of War, I actually pay attention, and especially the most recent God of War movie or game.
Yeah. Mhm.
God of War game. There's mention of Loki, and there's mention of Thor,
Yeah, they
and
start
the
doing the Norse gods
Bifrost,
and shit. Yep.
and
Mhm.
so like all that stuff I'm interested in. But the whole mythical dragons and elves and
Not
magic
sure.
and
Yeah.
it just crosses a line where I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good.
He's like, yeah, that's cool. Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much my reaction.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like, I'm not a big Lord of the Rings sword and sorcery type person. I mean, if it's a good story, I'm with it. But like when they came out with the fucking
The Hobbit.
no, yeah, that bullshit too. But the Warcraft movie, I was like, I'm good on this, man.
Yeah,
I
I
don't give a
didn't see
fuck how
that.
much y'all love this game, and it was shit too. Y'all know it was shit. Even fans of that game, y'all know that movie was bullshit. Hey, I love Dragon Ball Z, and I can admit the Dragon Ball movie was terrible. Like, dog shit. Terrible. Yeah.
Hot garbage.
Yeah, the hottest of the garbage. But, I mean, I'll give this a chance. Especially, I feel like I'm starting to become more lenient on things that might not be all that great
Mm-hmm.
if it's streaming.
Okay.
Because I'm starting to get to that point where it's like, hey, I don't need every movie to be like in-game.
Right.
But if you're going to put it in the theaters, it better be damn close to that.
Right.
But if you want to make it a show or a movie
Yeah, you
on
got
streaming,
a little more leniency.
then I'm like, hey, I'm at the crib. I ain't got to exert myself no kind of way to see this. Sure, I'll check it out. So I'm like, same way with this. Like, hey, I don't necessarily, if this was a movie, I would not rush out to theaters to see it.
Right.
But since it's at home on streaming, sure, I'll watch it. Fuck it.
Fair enough.
So you got my money, Netflix, already, so why not?
Right.
And I can watch fucking Superman with a gray mullet, fucking fight the dragon from Dragon Heart or whatever that movie. What was that movie where Sean Connery was the voice of a dragon? You remember that shit?
No.
Oh, it was
I don't.
Merlin or some shit. Oh, it was
Maybe
terrible.
Merlin.
It was bad. Anyway, moving on.
You need to step your geek game up. The Witcher is a massively successful series worldwide, with multiple tabletop and video game adaptations, as well as film and television. At least pretend you know what you're talking about.
Here we go again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to.
Let's get to the important thing.
Yes. So, Marvel finally unveiled what they are planning on doing. But even still, though, it's still not... Okay, so Kevin Feige came out, he pulled his big, thick Marvel dick out, and he laid it on stage, and he was like, worship before me. And they was like, okay, I don't even know what's happening, but
That's
let's
pretty
do it.
much.
That's basically what happened.
Yeah.
But when you step back and look at actually what they revealed, they only showed us the next like 2 years worth of shit.
Yeah.
Like they didn't do like any of the other phases where they're like, hey, this is what we're making for the next like 6 years, so get ready because it's coming. This time they were like, hey, you get next year and the year after, and we ain't talking about nothing else. I'm like,
just giving you the tip.
Man, the tip's tip, because I'm like, Jesus. Like, he pulled his tip out, and then another smaller dick came out of that, and then you got that tip. Like, it was like Alien. Like, it was a mouth, and then another mouth came out of that one, and that's the tip. You get it. This is getting weird,
but oddly enough, I follow.
Right. But
our studio audience is
like,
a little concerned, but
like, why did I have to come to this shit? But they did make it a point to, you know, give us some kind of morsel, because they said they weren't going to announce anything that they were doing until after Spider-Man Far From Home came out.
Right.
And then they would go from there. Even though that didn't really make any sense, because after watching Spider-Man Far From Home, nothing that they announced directly ties in, as far as I can tell, to that movie. So I'm like, why were y'all sitting on this whole time? Like, you could have just announced the movies and we'd have been just
maybe
as
they
hyped.
just wanted to make sure that everyone went and seen Spider-Man Far From Home.
I guess, yeah. And it was like, you ain't getting it till you go see the movie. I need to see your ticket stub. We ain't showing you shit.
We need them numbers first.
Yeah. But from what they announced, and this is going to be in order from when it is releasing, as far as movies go, Black Widow comes out May 1st, and we found out that is going to be a prequel.
Yes.
We have our boy from Stranger Things in there, Hopper. He's going to be playing basically the Russian Captain America. And not like a Russian Captain America, but Russia's version of Captain America.
Right. I followed what you were pointing out.
Not Red Skull, because he would have been German, but a different dude. Anyway, we are also getting the Eternals movie November 6th of next year. They actually had the cast come out on stage, and I bite my tongue and eat crow. They got Angelina Jolie to be in this shit.
Yeah.
I did not believe it. I don't even know why I questioned it. It's like, they just made like $100 billion this year. Like, why would they not, between Captain Marvel, Endgame, and Spider-Man Far From Home, they just took all the money this year.
They really did.
So I don't even know why I even questioned if they could get Angelina Jolie. They got Robert Redford, old ass, to be in 2 Marvel movies. They brought him back again in Endgame. I was like, oh shit. So yeah, at this point, man, Marvel got enough clout and goodwill from people and money that they can just be like, hey man, we want you to come play this tree stump. Like, all right.
And it helps that, you know, the mouse is now backing Marvel.
Yeah.
So the mouse got his little fingers in everything.
Yeah. And when we talked about Maleficent, I had brought up the fact that I forgot that she's already fucking with the mouse. So it's an easy transition to just say, hey, like, come do this Marvel shit. She's like, all right, whatever. You know, like, sure.
You gotta do the mouse voice.
One day you'll get it again.
Our studio audience has never heard it.
Oh, you'll get it one day. You gotta work for that one, though. You gotta earn it. But another thing that they did was they officially announced that we are getting a Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings movie, which that is going to be interesting. They didn't pull an Iron Fist or anything else. They actually cast an Asian actor to play Shang-Chi.
Oh, look at that.
It'd be really weird if Kevin Hart came out for the Shang-Chi movie. You'd be like, what? Like, it's like, yeah, they called me Shang in the hood. Anyway. That was terrible.
That was a very bad Kevin Hart impression.
I know. I don't even know.
See, now you have to redeem yourself.
No.
Yeah.
I'm too nasally to get that high right now. But the Ten Rings are a traditionally Iron Man villain. That's where the whole Mandarin came from in Iron Man 3 and all that shit. Though in this they are having a real Mandarin. It won't be the guy from Iron Man 3. It will actually be the real Mandarin with weird powers and rings and all this crazy shit.
That'll be interesting.
He was the Thanos before Thanos, basically.
Yeah.
He had rings and they gave him powers and
rings, not the stones, the rings.
Yeah. That one can be interesting. I'm waiting to see more about that. The one the two that I'm most excited for from the movie announcements. One, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Yes.
The title of that sounds really convoluted, but the possibilities that have been opened up seem cool. Maybe that's why. Maybe because they say the multiverse shit in Spider-Man Far From Home, and they didn't want to spoil that for this. But then, spoilers for Spider-Man Far From Home. Okay, are you going? Okay. Mysterio isn't actually from the multiverse. It was just bullshit.
Right.
So, and I know you haven't seen it yet, but it was like, we knew it was going to be bullshit from the beginning. Like, all this shit is bullshit.
Jake Gyllenhaal with a fishbowl.
Yeah, right. Like, we know yo tricks. Don't give me that shit. But I'm looking most forward to that because this one, they're leaning a lot into the horror aspect of it. I mean, they called it the Multiverse of Madness. Like, you can't not make it some crazy, scary shit. So maybe we'll get some It Chapter 2 levels of disturbing, creepy images and shit. Like, they did some weird, cool stuff with him in his movie. Even in Infinity War, when they take Doctor Strange on a spaceship.
Yeah.
And the dude's, like, putting the glasses in his face and shit. I was like, that shit was cool. So, more of that. And less of everything else. Just more creepy, crazy, mind-bending, I'm going through other dimensions, my soul's getting ripped out of my body type shit. That's cool.
Maybe we'll finally get our first rated R Marvel movie.
Maybe. Probably not, but
probably
maybe.
not, but probably closer to it.
But maybe. Okay, there's three things I'm the most excited for. Sorry.
And what is number 2?
I forgot about one of them. Okay, number 2 is Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yes.
Now
that was what I was excited for.
Taika Waititi is coming back to direct again. We are getting back obviously Chris Hemsworth. What was the girl who played Valkyrie? God damn it, what is her name? She's in the Men in Black movie with him, and she's in Westworld, which I haven't seen Westworld.
Anyways.
Whatever her name is. She's in Creed, too. She plays a girlfriend, but I can't think of her goddamn name. Anyway.
You having a mental block tonight.
I had a stroke today, I swear.
Yeah, sounds about right.
But she will be back as well. But the really cool thing is that they somehow talked Natalie Portman ass into coming back to do Thor.
The female
4.
Thor.
Thor 4. That's what they should have just called it, Thor 4. And just put a 4 where the TH would be, and it would be 4. The number 4 and OR. No, okay. 4. Yeah. Anyway.
4.
Yeah.
4.
But they
our studio audience does not like that.
It's like, I don't like this at all. No, because then they would just confuse people. Oh, Fantastic Four and Thor are gonna team up. Like, no.
Negative, Ghost Rider. That pattern is not happening.
No. But besides the exciting news that Taika Waititi is directing and we're getting another Thor movie, is that Natalie Portman is back for a specific reason. Some people are not going to be happy about this because when it happened in the comics, she got mad. But we are getting Jane Foster's Thor.
Yes.
Natalie Portman will be wielding the hammer. And at this point, though, they can't make no more Thor movies.
Nope, this has got to be the end.
Because too many people picking up that hammer, and I don't like it. I'm like, when Cap did it, it was cool. But you can't just be passing it around to everybody and their mama, because then it's going to dilute what he did in Endgame if everybody can use the hammer now. Granted, I get it. Jane Foster was a, special circumstance, yada, yada. I know other people have used Thor's hammer in the comics. I understand that. But for the MCU, as far as that's concerned, oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. Vision picked it up before any of them motherfuckers did.
Yep.
In fucking Age of Ultron, so never mind. So they've already just destroyed all the coolness that Cap had anyway. Anyway, exciting. I'm happy for that.
I'm very excited for that.
But my number one most forwarded looking to movie is these motherfuckers is making a Blade movie, Melissa. Blade!
Blade. Yeah, I saw that.
Blade. Wesley Snipes won't be in it, unfortunately. R.I.P. Wesley Snipes' career. But Mahershala Ali will be in it. He played Cottonmouth in the first season of Luke Cage. I believe he might also be in Moonlight and a couple other things that I can't think of off the top of my head. But he's a really good actor. He's a little bit older, I think, to be playing Blade. I mean, I would have went a little bit younger, personally. They could have just made Michael B. Jordan Blade, and I wouldn't even question it. I'd be like, yeah, he looks a lot like Killmonger, but whatever. It's, Killmonger had dreads. That's a totally different dude.
Give him some shades. He'll be all right.
Totally fine. Give him that weird haircut with the head tattoos and shit. It's all good. No, Blade was my shit. Blade.
I loved Blade.
Was, like, at the time, that was, like, the best we were going to get. Because I do believe X-Men hadn't came out yet when Blade, the first one, came out. That's what they called it too, Blade, the first one. They knew they were making more, so they were like, call this one Blade, the first one. Semicolon, the first one. No, there was no Spider-Man, no X-Men movies. I mean, we had our old school Batman, our old school Superman movies, but nothing for like the late 90s, early 2000s. So when Blade came out, I was like, yeah, this shit is dope. Like, I remember Blade from the animated Spider-Man animated series. Yeah. Hell yeah. And they were actually good movies. Blade Trinity, not so much.
See, I liked Blade Trinity, but I didn't.
I liked Ryan Reynolds in it.
Yeah, I liked it for a different reason.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a good Blade movie, though.
Oh, God, no.
Because Blade barely gets anything to do in the goddamn movie.
Yeah, as a Blade movie, it was not the best.
No. Now, if you just want to say some
with
vampire
Ryan
hunters
Reynolds
or some
in there,
shit, sure, yeah.
Ryan Reynolds was hilarious.
Yeah, no, he was. Like, that was the first movie I saw that made me really go, I like whoever this dude is. Because I don't really think I even knew who he was at that point.
Shut your mouth.
I didn't.
By Blade Trinity?
Yeah, like, I hadn't seen National Lampoon's Van Wilder.
You see, I didn't care for that.
Yeah, I didn't see none of
but
that.
But he did, like, some romantic comedies that...
Come on, now you just watching. No.
Whatever. I know better than that. Come on.
I mean, sure, I've seen some romantic comedies I've enjoyed, sure. But for the most part, I try to steer clear of them.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's like American Pie, I guess that's a romantic comedy. That's more of like a sex comedy.
That's not a romantic comedy.
Look, when he put his dick in that pie, I thought that was the most romantic thing I've ever seen anybody do to any inanimate object.
You're very weird tonight.
I know.
What the hell?
I'm sleep deprived. I just got off of work and I can't breathe out of my nose, so there is that. But yeah, so the Blade movie's coming. I mean, y'all better teach this motherfucker how to do a backflip because his martial arts going to be on point because Wesley Snipes actually can do a lot of that shit in real life.
I think he did a lot of his own stuff.
Yeah, like he is a, not trained martial artist, but he does martial arts on his own.
Right.
So I'm like, he all about flipping and kicking and all that shit. So it's like, y'all better get his ass right. Like, send his ass to boot camp. But not only did they release a lot of information on the movies that are going to be coming out, but they finally gave us a bit more information on the Disney Plus shows too. So fall of 2020, we have the Falcon and Winter Soldier show. That's going to be coming out. AKA two motherfuckers fighting over Cap Shield. The series is basically what we probably going to end up getting. Loki is coming out in spring of 2021.
Yes.
And they've pretty much confirmed that after Loki jumps off with the Tesseract, from there on, that's what his show is going to be about. What he did during that in-between time while he was running around space-time and shit. WandaVision is coming out also in that spring of 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And this is supposed to be some trippy ass shit with Wanda and Vision. And they confirmed that this takes place after Infinity War and Endgame. So
yes.
What that means, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Because Vision is the only one besides Gamora and Black Widow that was killed not using the stones. Like, he just choked the shit out of Loki ass and broke his neck. Like, he's dead.
Right.
So I don't know how that works. If Vision comes back because he ripped the stone out of his head. So I'm like,
he comes back as Jarvis.
Oh, they make a new one. But without the stone, is he even going to still be the same personality? Does he have the power still? Like, how does that work?
Maybe it's alluding to Tony really not being dead, and he just
you wish
he put the stone back into Vision.
Don't say that, because T-Money gonna be mad as hell.
I'm gonna laugh. Like, I saw a meme about something from Comic-Con, and people like, yeah, people just think Tony's dead, and on the bottom it said, don't give me hope.
Yeah, right. Don't. They also announced the What If show, which I'm really excited for, because they're basically going to make an animated series, and they're going to get the voice actors, like the actors, to come voice their animated characters in the show, and it's going to basically be what they did in the comics, where it was like, well, what if, Wolverine got the Venom symbiote instead of Spider-Man, or, what if the Fantastic Four was the Fantastic Five? Who fucking knows? I don't know. The fraudulent Five. Who fucking... the Terrific Three. That don't really work. The Terrible Twos. Who knows? Anyway...
But it's a duo at that point.
Yeah, exactly. The dynamic duo. No,
that's Batman and Robin.
They get sued. Never mind.
They would get sued hard for that one.
It's like... Holy, where's my lawyers, Batman? So that's coming in summer of 2021. And then the shocker, I don't think I heard anybody even pretend this might be a thing. Making a Hawkeye show.
I saw that. I was like,
oh, okay.
I really had to fact check that one, because I was like,
y'all talking shit. Where's Jeremy Renner Twitter? Let me see this bullshit. But yeah, it's going to be after Endgame. He's going to be training his daughter to be the new Hawkeye.
Okay.
So, there's that.
Sure. Disney's just making it so they... I wasn't going to get this Disney Plus. I really wasn't.
You getting it.
Apparently, I'm getting this damn Disney Plus.
Look, even if they didn't do this shit with the Marvel shows, all the Marvel movies that have ever come out are getting pulled from everywhere else, and they're going to that.
Yep.
And they have the entire Disney library. Yeah. So it's like, come on, like, you're not gonna not watch it. Like, oh, you want to watch The Lion King? Okay, we got that.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you want to see Iron Man 2?
Disney
we got that.
Plus.
Like, oh, you want to see Terminator? We
Disney
also
Plus.
have that. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
would you like to watch Family Guy?
Disney
we got
Plus.
that. So it's like, you kind of...
Yeah, Disney Plus is about to probably take my Netflix subscription.
Honestly, right now we have Netflix and Hulu.
Oh, maybe not, because
She's that
studio
bitch.
audience is like, oh, hell no.
Well, right now we have Netflix and Hulu. And
how about if it takes
I
the wrestling
refuse-
subscription?
yeah, I refuse to pay for 3 streaming services. So one of them got to go.
Bye-bye Hulu.
So it's either going to be Hulu or Netflix. Probably going to be Hulu before it'll be Netflix. And Netflix ain't did me wrong. Hulu, I don't really fuck with that much.
Yeah.
But Disney Plus is going to take all that streaming money. So
Yeah. Can't get rid of Netflix.
No. No, but you can get your ass beat.
I will be like, she'd be like, I know where you live. I know where you sleep.
Right, I'm always there. Like,
if I can't watch my Umbrella Academy, we gonna fight.
Yeah, that's fair.
So Netflix is gonna have to stay, and T Money's gonna be like, dude, if we can't keep the WWE network, then I know where you stay.
Yeah.
And I know where you sleep. So I guess I'm going to have to pay for 3 fucking streaming services, because I'm going to have Disney Plus.
There ain't no getting around.
There's no getting around that. I have to have Disney Plus.
Especially, too, because they did the smart thing, and they actually took the shows, and they said, we're not just making these shows just to make these shows like when we did on Netflix with, like, Daredevil and all that shit, where we were just kind of throwing shit out there. And, I mean, that wasn't in Marvel Studios doing that. That was just, like, Marvel Entertainment that made the Netflix shows. But with these, These are directly tied into and use the characters directly from the movies.
Right, and
so it's not
same
just
actors and everything.
Yeah,
It's
some
not...
spin-off shit like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or some shit.
Right.
It's like, no. This is Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan coming back to play, Winter Soldier and Falcon, Hawkeye. and we brought Jeremy Renner back because what else was he fucking doing, and made him, be Hawkeye again. So I'm just like, that's the thing that gets me most excited for these shows, because I was like, they're making a show, whatever. But if they're still going to keep the same actors and tie into the greater universe, then okay, I'm with it.
Yep, I'm telling T-Money right now, okay, we're going to have the Disney Plus. Nah. But I mean, for real, we are.
Pretty much. With all that being said, though, I mean, there was a lot of other stuff that came out of Comic-Con that I saw and I wanted to talk about, but I was like, I want to hit the main important big things that were announced that I know people are going to want to hear our opinions on. So, sorry if something happened at Comic-Con that I did not bring up. I'm aware of the final season of Preacher and all these other things that came out, so please don't yell at me. I'm sorry. This is just all I could cover in the hour and a half that I was going to allot for this. Sorry. That being said, that is it for the show. Remember, you can always find us at our home at onegiantleapforgeeks.libsyn.com. We are also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play Music, or anywhere else you get your podcasts. Make sure to show us some love. So go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, rate, follow, review buttons, and all that shit.
And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, or criticisms, or you just want to say hi, you can always email us at officialoglfg@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter at GiantLeap4Geeks as a show. Myself, I am on Twitter at Froggy Beaver. And our missing Benoit is at Benoit Gaming, BENWAH Gaming, also on Twitter. The show is on Facebook, Reddit, Instagram. I am also on Instagram, so you can check me out. Trying to, throw some things in there. But if you're looking for the show, all you have to do is search for One Giant Leap for Geeks. All right, you guys have a good night. Bye.